Hey folks, I'm back. We just hit Muletown Road. I'm riding with my dad today. I am on Bianca. He is on Little Miss Sunshine. We're going to take a slightly different route than I did yesterday and head out to the Whiskeytown Dam. And he just mentioned a couple other roads I've never been on. We may be able to go up a mountain and up to a campground. So that'll be interesting to see. So day 2, I haven't even finished editing my video from day 1, first impressions. I had a lot to say. Day 2, yeah, I mean, I haven't been on long enough to say anything new or interesting. The vibrations are not bothering me. I mean, I notice them, but I've already gotten used to it. I think it's fine. I just felt the need to point it out as first impressions because it was something much different from all the other bikes I've ridden. Just filled up with gas before we came out here, and it looks like I got about 40 miles per gallon, which is not great. That's kind of what I expected from stuff I had read, but that means I've only got about 100-mile range with the stock tank, and I bet we're going to get close to that today. So I'll definitely be getting a larger tank, the 3.9 gallon. We also measured the sag on both these bikes with me on them with gear, and the rear shock is sagging way too much. So I'll definitely be putting a stiffer spring on this one. Front forks weren't sagging enough, but I have a feeling that's related to the rear sagging too much. And once I sort that out, the front might be in better shape. When I was washing this bike this morning, I did notice I was leaking some oil out of the oil filler cap as well as the oil filter cap. It wasn't a lot, but there is definitely oil seeping visibly out of both locations. I don't know if it was overfilled with oil or what. The filler cap was on pretty snug. The oil filter cover was not real tight. So I tightened that up. We'll see what happens today. The clutch pull on this is pretty stiff. In fact, my wrist is a little sore from yesterday. Maybe I'm just a pussy. It also has this sort of short, it's not a full shorty lever, but it's shorter than I'm used to. Well, not necessarily, it's shorter than the DRZ. It's about the same as the one I put on the 300L. I'm finding I just like the full length levers. So I can only get about 3 fingers on it comfortably. The ball like pushes on my third finger. And it's a fairly stiff clutch pull. Too bad the clutch isn't on the other side. My right wrist is a little stronger, you know what I'm saying? I am definitely able to ride this bike faster, more comfortably than the other bikes. It's so confidence inspiring, and I just feel like I'm in such good control. I feel good today. We're ripping. Okay, let's see if I have time to stop here and pose with my helmet off. He did this to me once on a street ride. I've been wanting to get it back ever since. A classic, what took you so long? Let's see if we can do it. Leave the camera on just to add insult to injury. See if you can see him coming. I'll even sit down. Ultimate insult. What took you so long?
Plug it in.
All right, he knew exactly what I was doing. Oh, I'm an asshole. I'm waiting a long time to get it back though. That was well deserved. Do we keep going this way to the dam? Then go left? That's a view, huh? Let's go over here and get a look at the old glory hole. It's a little bigger than the ones I'm used to. Gorgeous day today. Here comes Zukalach. Never been this way before in my whole life. You'd think I would have, living here. Oh, 35 miles an hour. Well, just try not to be a total asshole. Beautiful. Oh, that's pretty. That's quite a view. But check engine lights on. I could see bubbles coming up in my gas. I'm gonna let it sit for a minute. I checked the coolant level. The coolant had full of coolant. Well, hopefully I don't have an issue already. I don't think my gas, is it boiling? It's still bubbling around.
You got your phone? Did you get any service here?
Probably. Take a little break. I drank some Gatorade. We got quite a view up here. We're gonna carry on. I've noticed coming to a stop sometimes that my gas tank is definitely bubbling. I don't know if that's just normal for these or if the gas is boiling or what. Also, when I stopped, a green engine light came on the dash. I'm not sure what that's about either. But it's gone off now, so we'll carry on. As long as I don't see anything red. Oh! Oh, that's pretty. Not talking much, I'm just enjoying exploring this. I've never been out here before, so just kind of taking it all in. I feel like I talked so much yesterday about all my thoughts. At this point, I don't really have anything else to add. All my previous feelings stand. I really like the bike. It's doing exactly what I want. Still feels very planted. I feel very in control. You know, obviously, a road like this is nothing for this machine, but what is this? Power. My dad will be relieved, I think, to be on back on pavement. I don't think he's having a ton of fun on the dirt. It's pretty cool. Never been out here. Look at those things. Those are huge. Wow. Hey folks, we just stopped for lunch. On our way back. Heading home, had a good ride. Rode around Whiskeytown. Saw some new things. Don't really have anything else to add that I didn't already talk about in my first impressions video. All those things still stand. Still really like the bike. I think my biggest takeaway from today, after spending some more time on the road, is that I think this is a very suitable dual sport bike. This feels better on the road than any of the other dual sports I've ridden. The only thing, well, two things. Only two things I don't like for road usage. Never mind, three things. Okay. Three things I don't like for road usage. The vibrations through the foot pegs. Like at this speed, 48 miles an hour indicated. There's a lot of vibration through the foot pegs. Once you hit about 60, it smooths out and you hardly feel any. So it just depends what RPM you're at. But it's noticeable. Doesn't make my feet go numb, but definitely noticeable. Second thing I don't like, the clutch pull is very firm. It takes a lot of pressure to pull the clutch lever in. I thought with a hydraulic clutch that this would be easy. It's not an easy pull. It's very consistent, but it's not easy. My wrist fucking hurts right now after 2 days of riding this back to back, and probably I'm just a pussy and need to get in better shape, but my wrist is like legitimately aching right now. Third thing, the gearing. It's got the gearing between 5th and 6th is a large jump, so I feel like I'm either, when I'm at this kind of speed, high 40s, low 50s, it's an awkward spot. I feel like I'm revving it too high in 4th, or lugging it, I should say revving it too high in 5th or lugging it in 6th. It's hard to find a spot that feels good just because it's such a big jump from 5th to 6th. Otherwise, it's got plenty of power for the street. The brakes are phenomenal. See here at 58, the vibrations have smoothed out. I still feel them a tiny bit, but they're not bad. I had thought I really wouldn't like this thing on the street, but yeah, as it stands, I'm afraid the DRZ is going to probably collect dust. It's going to be the loaner bike for rides like today. My dad's riding it today. But it's hard to envision a scenario where I would choose to ride it over this. Now, I didn't think that was going to be the case. I thought for any sort of longer street rides that I'd want to be on the DRZ. But I don't think so. I think given the choice, I'm just going to grab this every time. It just feels so good all around in every regard. Engine lights on again. That seems not great. Definitely gonna have to look up what would cause that when I get home. I was wondering if it's just heat from sitting there idling. Our lights on again. Well, that's disconcerting. I hope there's a simple explanation for that. Brand new machine and already got a check engine light.